Hello, welcome back to 9 hour. Damn it, did it wrong again. 9 persons, 9 doors, 9 hours. That's not right either. That's right. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's continue. A narrow hallway stretched out before them. Lotus and Clover leapt through the door. When what they did, their bracelets beeped. The detonators in the bracelets have been activated. They stepped forward and fought to follow them. But as he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped. He looked to his left, toward door 7. June stood there in a mirror image of Junpei. She turned and looked toward him. Their eyes met. They nodded. Their farewell took almost 1.5 seconds. And someone took a hold of June's arm and hauled him over by through the door. He heard the sound of the number door slam shut behind him. Grizzly gave a cold electronic beat. 81 seconds left. Hurry! Lotus snapped at him and ran to the deck. Junpei and Clover followed her as fast as they could. Oof! It stopped. With a shaking hand, she wiped a few beads of sweat from her forehead. Clover, however, was calm, aloof perhaps. Pointless. She muttered herself at that emotion and began to walk toward the hallway, leaving her behind a confused Junpei and Lotus. Lotus watched the girls receding back with a mix of frustration and curiosity. An unpleasant girl. But she's not very popular with the boys. Sarcasm seemed a little more biting than was perhaps necessary, but she sighed and started after the young girl. After taking a moment to catch his breath, Junpei followed. Well, the hallway made a number of turns before at last coming to a dead end. Set into the wall on the left side was a large iron door. For a few minutes they stood in front of the door, examining it. Above the door was a plate with the word laboratory engraved on it. Laboratory, huh? That doesn't sound very pleasant. I don't like the looks of this place. Me either, but there aren't any other doors. It's not like we have a lot of choices. Junpei. Huh? Please, you first. I suspected her politeness was motivated by something other than respect. Ugh. Junpei muttered to himself and pushed open the iron door. His first steps inside were tentative and careful, but as he examined the door, it became clear that there were no imminent danger. Lotus followed him in, and Clover brought up the rear. The room they found themselves in was divided into 2 separate areas by a curved wall. A thick glass window built into the wall made it possible to see into the other side of the division. Junpei walked into the window and looked through. Or walked to the window. What the hell? Or what the hell? He wasn't sure what else to say. The center of the room was shaped like a quarter circle a mannequin lay on what looked like a medical exam table. That looked so creepy. Junpei jumped a little. He hadn't noticed Lotus come up next to him. You don't think that thing's gonna suddenly sit up or something, do you? Well, I don't know. I mean, look at all the cables sticking out of it. If you press the wrong buttons, I don't know. Stop it. Just think about it, it's terrifying. She's gripping her arms, the knuckles on her hands white. It was there that Junpei noticed Clover. She was still standing near the entrance of the room. Her face had an appearance of calm, but it was drawn and somehow sad. There was something almost pitiful about her. Junpei walked over to her and, as kindly as he could, spoke. Are you okay? Clover looked away. What are you talking about? What? I'm just worried about you. You've been real quiet. What? I can't be quiet if I want to? Well, I mean, of course you can, Okay then, if I can be quiet if I want to, just leave me alone, okay? Well, you know I can't do that. We gotta work together. Clover bit her lip and was silent for a moment, then suddenly, Junpei, you just don't get it. The cry took Junpei by surprise and he stumbled backward a few steps, alarmed. Rolla's not the kind of person who just leave me behind. Something happened to him. Something bad. Junpei had nothing to say. Lotus Jolted from her mannequin nightmares by Clover's voice, turned toward him. What happened? Clover's eyes slid to Lotus and then back to Junpei. Look, just don't bother me, okay? Leave me alone. Finished, she turned around. Before Junpei and Lotus could say anything, Clover began to walk quickly away. Hey! Wait, Clover! Hold on. Might as well have been talking to a wall for all the notice she took of her surprise. Not ever slowing down, she made a doorway cut in the wall in front of her. For a doorway cut. Without even slowing down, she passed through the doorway. Without warning, an iron gate fell from the ceiling like what? Porculus a ceiling Clover in. What the heck? What's going on here? Clover grabbed a hold of the iron bars and shook them as hard as she could. Hang on, I'll get it open. They grabbed the bars and pulled. Lotus joined him. The three of them pulled as hard as they could, but... Damn it, it's not moving. Wait, you're just gonna give up just like that? No, I'm not giving up. There's gotta be another one of Zero's puzzles. If there is, there's gotta be a way to open it. Junpei nodded. What was I thinking? Now, all I gotta do is find it. Lotus and I can look around here. Clover, you're gonna have to see if you can find anything in there. Oh, yes, I'm on it. Yeah, puzzle time. It's big brain time. Alright, let's... What are made of real thick glass? I don't even think a bullet could break it. Let's see. So that's what we're looking at here. Ethanol. I wonder if this is for sepsis. Oh, it says anhydrous ethanol. Anhydrous, is that different from the regular ethanol? Come on, that's common knowledge. Anhydrous ethanol is a powerful cleaner. It can even erase marks left by a permanent marker. Nothing suspicious about the bottle. I can see at least. I guess that's all there is. Alright. A whole bunch of steel lockers. And on the right have little red lights on. Red lights, huh? Can't hurt to give these babies a try. Yep, just as I thought. Walk tight, all nine of them. If there's anything important in there. These lockers are a little larger than the ones up top. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. And no, nothing. This is a computer, the power's off. Oh, there's a power button. It's a waste of time. What? I don't see a power cable. Oops, yeah, you're right. No power cable. It needs to be connected to a main computer, though. Got a monitor, keyboard, and mouse, but that's it. Just sticking the power cable doesn't do anything. Oh, I don't know about that. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't know how we could use any of these. Well, I can say for sure that I do know how to use at least one of these things. Which one? One on the top. I think it's a power cable. Convenient power cable, huh? Take that. Okay, need some sort of key. I think this is supposed to be power to the other room. It doesn't appear to be doing that. I wonder how we're supposed to turn it on. It's a keyhole. It's a keyhole for the activation key. That's kind of what I thought. 2 levels here. Do you think they activate something? Why don't you move one? Alright, I'll give it a try. Nope. Doesn't look like anything's happened. Alright, well let's do this. Power cable, so one end of the cable needs to be connected to the monitor. The other end needs to be plugged onto the desk. Alright, let's just slip it in. Oh, well shoot, I can't use this. What's wrong? The cable has 3 prongs, but the socket only has 2 holes. It's not gonna fit, that's what I'm saying. In other words, we're gonna need a plug to change the power cable with 2 prongs. That's right. Alright. I didn't realize it's the whole thing. Useful. Nope, in there. This looks like control for some kind of electronic lock. Red light is on. Yeah, good luck. Green light just below it. So it is do it, but if we turn on the unlock, right? Yep. How are we gonna be unlocked? There's no keyhole, no card reader, no keyboard for putting in password. I have no idea. The way that means it's locked. I'd like to turn green, then maybe we can get Clover back. So handrail, yeah, I didn't think that was gonna be anything. Gunpei, do something, please. Quick, figure out how I'm supposed to get out of here. Let's see. I'm in the top part. Correct. There's a bunch of cables on it. Somebody cut the outer stuff off the cables, but I can see the wires inside. Damn. I don't know what kind of table this is, but part of it is all black. There's pen laying over here. I think someone used it to make the table black. If they only use a pen, that'd be part of it, but there's something underneath all that pen. Clover, do you think you can erase it? Yeah, sure. Oh, this is a permanent marker. Okay. For permanent marker. Just give me 1 minute, Clover. I'll be right back. The ethanol. Part of the cables be colored over in black permanent marker. If we could use something that can get rid of that ink, we can hand it over to Clover. The ethanol. Okay, apparently I need something else. I wonder what this is. In here looks like a voltmeter. And this is the control for that. Gosh, there's so many dials. Why don't you try turning one of them? Nope, nothing. There's no power here, guys. Went down a whole bunch, but even if I turned all the switches on, nothing happens. This is like an examination table. Creepy mannequin on here, guys. How do the power cable... What do you mean? The plugs have 3 prongs or 2? I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go look. She does have to kind of crouch down to get a look under there. Cable on the monitor has it's got 2 of those little metal things. What does that mean? That's it! Okay, you can unplug the cable and bring it over here. Okay, but... I can unplug it, but it's connected to the main computer. I can't take it over to you. Damn it, that's no good then. How about just the plug? What? The plug? I mean, maybe more like a connector? It's the sort of thing that makes like a plug with 3 metal thingies into 2 plugs with metal thingies. Still useless? Not useless. Not useless at all. That's just what we're looking for. Okay. Can you hold on for a little bit? Back down she goes. Alright. Unplugged. Hand it to you over at the bars, okay? Liver use ethanol. Should be able to wipe off that permanent ink. Oh, I had to go here and give it to her. Well, you're closed, of course. Haha, kidding, just kidding. Please don't look at me like that, you're scaring me. Hey, could you wipe off that permanent ink? Look, Clover. Right now, at this moment, you're the only one that I can depend on. I'm trusting you with this. You know, you're just trusting me. You're kind of special. And she's just wandering around the table. She even knows we're calling her. I wasn't trying to do that. Alright. Gonna use the cloth on the table. Soak in ethanol and then wash off the stuff for the permanent marker, okay? Alright, so I gotta soak the cloth with ethanol. She got the cloth, but she seems to be having a little trouble with the bottle of ethanol. Maybe I should ask her to get work on that stuff at the table. So, cloth ethanol and... Gunpei! Working! It's wiping down the permanent ink off. Huh? Some kind of weird drawing under the permanent ink. the deal with that drawing Clover found? Maybe I should ask her to take another look at the table. I wonder what this is. There's a bunch of numbers in some kind of grid. Can't see from here. Or you got a pen and a notebook, right? Could you write down the numbers down and hand them over to me through the bars? Okay, Roger. Here, Junpei. I wrote down all the numbers from this on here. The material has been added to the file screen. Here you go. 2-prong plug. Thanks. It's like 3, 4, 2, 1. Kind of looks like taking a go a little bit. Alright, one thing at a time. Hey, why do we get the 2-prong plug for Clover? So we can connect it to the plug. Okay, then do you know... Hurry and do it quickly. No power going to the computer. Wait, where do I have to... Mouse. Keyboard. There's no power going to the computer. What do I have to do? Let's change the lowers that down. Not very impressive. Where am I supposed to press? Here's one, lockers, either locked. Not sure where I'm supposed to... It's a cardboard box. There's some papers and stuff in it. What's in the box? Looks like it's quite full. As you can tell, it's a bunch of notes about some kind of experiment, but it's all really technical and stuff. I don't really get it. Where am I supposed to plug it all in? Like, I get what I'm supposed to do here, but like... Oh wait, I'm stupid. I forgot I can combine items. That's why. I'm just dumb. Alright, I got the 2-prong power cable in my hand. Pretty sure this will work. To the desk I go. Put the thing into the monitor. Alright, this ought to do it. Alright, let's turn on the power. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Why not? To the main computer. I don't know until you try. Be optimistic. Junpei pushed the button in front of the monitor. With a soft hum and turned on. Streams of levers that made no sense to Junpei began to scroll across the screen. He'd hoped it would turn on, but he hadn't expected this. Huh? It's actually working. So it would seem. Isn't that kind of weird? What? Well, it's not connected to the main computer, right? It's just this keyboard and monitor. The only cable connected to this thing is the power cable. Is the power cable we just plugged in. So why is it working? Maybe it's a wireless display? Literally, this was a reasonable explanation to Lotus. A wireless display. Yeah, it's connected to your computer wirelessly. Hence the name. Ever live in a cave, Junpei? Yeah, most certainly not, but Is that normal? Yes, at least where I worked. As I spoke, the lines of letters suddenly stopped and disappeared. And left on the screen was the word pass, followed by a colon. I need to enter a password. Again, there must be a hint around here somewhere. Go look. Yeah, I'm on it. What are you gonna do? I'll see if I can do something about this on my own. On your own? Yep, on my own. Lotus pulled over the nearest chair and dropped herself down onto it with the keyboard. Jesus Christ. For a second, she stared at the screen. She kneaded her hands, knuckles popping and twisting her back left and then right. Alright, let's kick some ass. Lotus smiled to herself and rubbed her hands together for anticipation. Before Junpei had time to blink, she was typing at incredible speeds with the click-clack of the keys running together like machine gun fire. What? Junpei was, for once, at a loss for words. Didn't expect that, did you? Of course I didn't. What kind of job do you have? What are you? I'm unemployed at the moment. I used to work for a cybersecurity firm, but I quit. Why? Lotus blinked. Huh? Oh, it's just something. Stopped typing for a moment and her face fell. It's not an avenue of questioning to be pursued, Junpei realized, and quickly shut his mouth. Lotus's fingers began to move again, and in a few seconds she was back up to speed. As she typed, more letters and symbols that meant nothing to Junpei began to pour across the screen. What are you doing now? I'm just gonna try to brute force it. Brute what? A brute force attack is, well, the short version is that I just attacked the thing. The long version. Not looking up or slowing down, she began to explain. Brute force attack is one of the simplest ways to break a cipher. I told him. It checks every possible combination until it finds the right one. For a complex cipher, it can take a very long time. Oh, doing something like that made Junpei feel tired, but Lotus explained that it was a writing program that would run such attack on its own. Something more, not the most elegant solution, but given the circumstances, there isn't much else I can do. Even as she talked, her fingers never slowed down or missed a key. Junpei couldn't help but feel a little odd. But back to what we were talking about earlier. What were we talking about? The wireless display. It's kind of strange if you think about it, isn't it? How do I put it? Let's say you write a program that calculates an addition problem for you. Alright? You enter 1 plus 1, the screen shows you 2. See? Isn't that strange? No, not really. Oh, come on now. Of course it came in like you would think it's strange. You said so, just a minute ago. You're just not getting it, are you? Who calculated 1 plus 1? The main computer, right? It's connected to the monitor wirelessly. Yeah, but someone who grew up in a cave wouldn't know that, right? You probably think this is the thing just here is the monitors doing the calculating. And once they decide that, they'll start examining this monitor. It might poke the screen or something. Ah, I see the color changes when I press it here. Then they might investigate the hardware on the inside. Ah, I see, this is where the wire supplies power. Eventually they might even cut the wires. Oh yes, just as I suspected. When this wire is cut, no results appear. Therefore, it must be a device which does the calculations. The truth is, just like you said, this computer is doing the calculating. But these cave people wouldn't know that. Or he had no idea that the monitor and the computer are connected wirelessly. Lotus continued to type. Junpei scratched his head. So, what are you trying to say? Nothing. Really. It's just, I thought maybe... What the relationship between human beings and our brains is like that? Huh? Let's say you stick a bunch of electrodes into the part of the brain. The scientists examining the signals they send out might say, interesting, so stimulating this part of the brain causes the person to see colors. That must mean this neuron cluster controls that function. Okay, let's see what's happening when I cut out this part. Ah, just what I thought. Cutting off this part causes the function to cease. Therefore, the human thought process must occur in the human brain. Get it? Just like this monitor. Maybe the brain is just an output device, like this monitor. Maybe your thought processes actually occur somewhere else in the main body. Oh, you just don't know. You never even think about it. Just like those cave people wouldn't know about wireless communications. I can't imagine that there's some unknown medium that transfers information to our brains when we experience that. Information as thoughts. Junpei didn't say anything. Not so much because he had no retort, Her argument just seemed silly, and he was a little surprised to be hearing something like that from someone like her. Brain is just an output device. Even if the thought actually occurs somewhere else. Did Lotus really think that? He wondered. It was a little creepy, Jupiter thought. It sounded altogether too much like a bizarre cult, just religion. Maybe that's the cause of Seven's amnesia. Obviously, to Junpei's increasing discomfort with Lotus today. The memory actually stored somewhere else, in some sort of main body, somewhere. Maybe he hasn't forgotten anything at all. He's just having a different time of accessing his memories because of the monitor. His brain has been damaged. How does that explain aphasia? And blindsight too. I've never heard of the first one. Blindsight, I'm assuming, is just blindness. Perhaps they actually can speak or see. Oh, I guess that's being mute. Monitor just isn't functioning properly. Guess people with prosopagnosia could be suffering the same thing. Deafness? Oh, wait. What? He knew what aphasia was from watching medical drama on TV, and blindsight was easy enough to guess, but he never heard the word prosopagnosia. Fuck, do it to me too. They never heard of, no. Lotus spun around in her chair looking at him. She just shrugged. She's still typing apparently. And shook his head. Nope. What is it? Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face will look the same as Clover's, or even yours. I can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means people with this disease have trouble recognizing even people they're close to. Usually, they can make do by associating people with other things, their voices, their clothes, their hair. Does that mean other people's faces look like blanks? No, I don't think so. You see monkeys, like in a zoo, right? To you and me, all the monkey faces look the same. Even though they're obviously got faces, it's almost impossible for humans to distinguish between them. The staff that work with them could learn to identify different monkeys, eventually, but you or I couldn't, unless one had a scar or something to set it apart. That's how people would be to something with, this. Didn't know that kind of thing existed. He did his best to act through as though the entire lecture hadn't gone entirely over his head. And, what were you talking about? The idea that your brain is just an output device, like a monitor? Are you sure about that stuff? Not really. I'm just kidding for about half of it. What about the other half? Well, guess I was just adulting? Not funny. Lotus' smile had something rather masochistic to it. Something more than a story I made up out of boredom. Don't take it seriously. It's the first thing that came to mind, and I just talked about it to kill time. It looks like I don't need to talk anymore. Why? I don't have to kill time any longer. As she spoke, Lotus raised her arm high, brought it down on the enter key. The round took only seconds to analyze the system. Chunks of tech flickered on and off in quick succession, and then the line of numbers appeared, blinked, and disappeared. The screen cleared, and all that was left was the word accepted. Giggle, piece of cake. I don't know why I read the word giggle, but I do. Lotus would clearly have patted herself on the back if it would not have made her look entirely ridiculous. After 6 seconds, the accepted disappeared and replaced with 9 squares arranged in a 3x3 square. What the hell is that? No idea. It looks like a puzzle. Suddenly, Lotus stood up. Huh? Aren't you gonna, I don't know, do more computer stuff? I can't do anymore. They won't let me do any more programming. See the keyboard? Nothing. Nothing more I can do. Well, I guess I'll leave this up to you, Junpei. What? Let me take a break, alright? I did my part. Wasn't sure what to say to that. She certainly had done her part. In fact, without Lotus, they probably would have completely aground. Shouldn't rely on other people so much, Junpei thought to himself. From here on out, he told himself he would rely on no one else. Junpei crossed his arms and stared at the puzzle shown on the screen. And we'll figure this out next time. We'll see you guys later.